Hey, look, it's the sort of sequel to that game that had a Nintendo property haphazardly slapped onto it in order to help sales, but now that aspect of the property has overtaken the primary Nintendo aspect of it. Let's get going. Who the fuck jumps with A? It's so awkward. Like, that's always that problem where people post, like, press X, and then it's a picture of, like, 360 controller, PlayStation controller, and then a Nintendo controller, and X is in a different spot in every single one. I understand why, like, it's actually pretty funny. People don't realize this, but in Japan, the rightmost button is the confirm button. Because Nintendo set that in place by having the rightmost button, no Yoshis, be A. And then when Sony came out with the PlayStation, they had their rightmost button be circle. I think they're already yarn, though, technically. Oh shit, that's terrifying! That's horrible! That's like some kind of nightmare. Jesus. That's why if you're ever playing a Japanese game on a PlayStation, you'll have to, like, mentally reconfigure yourself to pressing circle to say okay and X to mean back. Toodles. And it's always super awkward. Look, the player 2 Yoshi is there. No! Don't steal my friends! I need them! That's so cute! I love the Yoshi sound effects, by the way. Mostly because they're completely impossible for human beings to replicate. Ah, he's dropping them. Look at this loser. I like how there's just yarn balls sitting around. Isn't that sort of like if in your hometown there were just piles of standing gore and skeletons laying around all over the place? A rather important Yoshi meeting is held. Wow. And hey, this time we don't have an annoying baby to deal with. Huzzah. So Yoshi's pretty adorable and all. Default green Yoshi, can't usually go wrong with that, but I think we can do better. There we go. That's an improvement if I've ever seen one. I got a Sonic amiibo. I do like this kind of, like, Mario 3D World-esque world map kind of thing. Because these Mario-esque games have always had, like, an open... Had a... Look, you can see, it's on a table. It's just on a table, and there's fabric, and just a regular table over there. That's fucked up. These Mario-esque games have always had map worlds, starting with, like, Super Mario 3. And the first Yoshi game was originally just, like, Super Mario World 2 or something like that, if you look on the SNES box. And it kind of had its own unique world map too, where it was like a storybook type thing. But now it's just kind of following in the style of Super Mario 3D World, or whatever the one with the cat suit was. I forget what it's called. I do like how I was joking about this before, but like when Kirby's Epic Yarn was made, that was just a brand new game that they were making, like, completely unrelated. Fuck you. You're mine now. Okay. That was a completely new game they were making, and the main character was gonna be, like, the blue yarn guy, whatever his name was. Like, King Yarny, whatever. The blue one with the crown, who's, like, the co-op partner. That was gonna be his game. He was gonna be a brand new character. Main character. Awesome. But they were like, oh, I don't know, you know how it is. You try and make a new intellectual property, and they're like, and then marketing is like, no one's gonna go for that. You gotta slap on a familiar intellectual property on top of it in order to sell it. Fucked you up. And so that's why it became Kirby's Epic Yarn. Even though gameplay-wise, it wasn't a Kirby game, it was its own thing. It had a completely unique gameplay style that didn't follow the usual Kirby formula and gameplay mechanics at all. Everyone knows that. Everyone who knows Yoshi knows how to do that. But then, like, it did really well. It was a pretty great little game, and it got a lot of acclaim, and I'm assuming it did pretty good, sales-wise, also. Damn. That's actually kind of Sonic-esque, the way his legs just turn into wheels like that. It reminds me of how, like, Sonic will have the little animation where his feet are just like in a circle. You know how it is? And I don't know, like, it's hard not to kind of love that idea too, just the whole yarn thing. There's so many fun things you can do with that entire concept. It's the sort of thing that you don't think actually matters, but then, like, when you're sitting down and trying to make a game with it, you're like, oh wow, like, the ideas, the whole yarn-ness of it can inspire a lot of creativity. So then, I guess they were like, I don't know, it's been a while since we made a Yoshi game. Maybe, you know, it became kind of a reverse. Where the yarn concept was kind of propping up this IP that hasn't gotten a main thing in a while. I don't know, that's just me, like, my perspective as a consumer, I guess you could say. This is my figuring of the situation. How do you switch between the yarn balls? You could do that in the old games. Oh, you can hold it. Sweet. No. And then I want to be able to stop doing it, too. Damn. Trying to figure out gameplay here. There is assuredly a method, anyway. I haven't played one of these games in a while, because there hasn't been one in a while, so I don't know. Just... It makes a degree of sense, doesn't it? How do I get down there? I want down there! Nope. Oh, whatever. But then what amuses me about it is it's kind of the opposite of what Kirby's Epic Yarn was, because Kirby's Epic Yarn was a completely new game that had Kirby slapped on the top. This is just a new Yoshi game. Oh no. Like, mechanics-wise, it's... You could put... It controls and the... Oh... Mechanics-wise, there's nothing about it that's any different from the old Yoshi's Island, Yoshi Story games whatsoever, aside from the art style where it's in yarn instead of crayon now. So it's that interesting reversal, like I said, where the whole yarn thing was gonna be its own thing, and then all of a sudden, now it's just a Yoshi thing made out of yarn. But it is kind of appropriate because the entire conceit of Yoshi's Island originally, well, there's that story where Miyamoto's like, fuck Donkey Kong Country, which isn't entirely accurate, but it's still a great story, where he's like, fuck you, I'm just gonna make a game with fucking made out of crayons, because fuck your realistic 3D graphics. It doesn't matter what a game looks like, all that matters is whether or not it's good. I can make a game made out of crayons, and it'll be better than fucking Donkey Kong Country. Again, that's not, you know, that's one of those, like, urban myth kind of stories, but it's still a cute story. I have missed something. There we go. So now, instead of crayons, it's yarn. And that's kind of like the spiritual successor. Oh, I thought it was gonna... Damn, I thought it would go around in the circle like a roulette. Like in the old games, you have to actually time it to jump through when it's on the sunflower now. Although you do lose a little bit of the initial appeal of Yoshi by having it be yarn, where he's like kind of unraveling his enemies instead of just eating them with his Yoshiness. I mean, that's a little bit the appeal of Yoshi, right? Where he eats dudes. Don't fucking look at me like that. You think I don't know where you live? Shut the fuck up. But now he's just unraveling them. You knitted Flower Yoshi back together. That's fucking demented, isn't it? Although, same with Kirby, where that was his entire appeal too. Eating dudes. No! No! You have been elevated to a superior state. Wow, how many levels does this game fucking have? Jesus Christ. That's a lot of content. Although, fucking Kirby wasn't married to the yarn concept. He got a real Kirby game later. Like, handheld. I would, you know, long for a regular Kirby game again, but he continues to get handheld games. It seems a little bit like Yoshi is getting married to the wool concept here, because they're making another Yoshi's Woolly World game. I don't know, like, Nintendo's fucking business decisions have befuddled, like, wiser minds than myself. All I can give is my perspective as, like, a reasonably informed consumer. The only real holdover from Kirby's Epic Yarn is the fact that you're collecting these gems, which was the main conceit of Epic Yarn. But now they're just like generic collectibles. Whereas in Epic Yarn, the entire idea was like you're collecting money. You're collecting gems and stuff, and the design philosophy of the game was very casual friendly, you could say. It was a game you couldn't die. If you fall off a cliff or get hit by an enemy, all that happens is you lose some gems. You can never fail. There's no fail state. You'll just lose gems, which are like a score at the end, and you can use it to buy furniture and shit, which was hilarious. Kirby's Epic Yarn, the game about Kirby and his boyfriend opening a fucking furnishing business for their apartment roommates. But now, like, you just have a health meter like any other Yoshi game. It's just a complete retexture it with crayon instead of yarn, and it's just a Yoshi game. And there's nothing about it that's uniquely yarny or woolly. Which isn't necessarily a criticism, it's just an observation. I mean, you can never really complain about having a new Yoshi. I always did kind of find it funny that Shy Guys kind of became the de facto Yoshi enemy. I mean, they're a part of the wider Mario oeuvre of enemies. But it's just funny that they became kind of tied to the Yoshi's Island games. The music's in this is really good. It's very cute and casual. And fun and happy. It's always good to have, like, mood-reinforcing music. I don't think Koopas show up in any of the Yoshi games, do they? Aside from, like, Kamek, who isn't really a Koopa, necessarily speaking. Seems almost a little bit of a shame, doesn't it, to not have Koopas in a Yoshi game, right? Oh, and these sections, I guess. These are pretty distinctly, Epic Yarn-y. This was something that happened where you'd have a little... Actually, no, it's not! What am I talking about? The Yoshi games had vehicle sections! Don't you remember, like, Yoshi would turn into, like, an attack helicopter, or fucking a mole tank, and he would burrow around as a vehicle? This, holy shit, this is just straight up a Yoshi's fucking Island game, in yarn instead of crayon. How silly. Boom! There's no reason. Why are the Shy Guys even here? Like, they're not even doing anything. That's always kind of the joke. That was the joke in Kirby's Epic Yarn 2, where the Waddle Dees were completely harmless. They couldn't, like, they couldn't even hurt you unless they had, like, a spear or something. The Waddle Dees would just kind of, like, jump into you and do no damage. And it was super adorable. That actually kind of fit with Kirby's character. Not so much here. I'm sure the Shy Guys are actively antagonistic. But they still seem, so I don't think I've taken a single hit of damage. I wonder if Touch Fuzzy get dizzies in this. You do kind of lose the iconography of the eggs by just having them be balls of yarn, though. So that is something you lose from Yoshi by having it just be wool. I didn't find... I'm missing a fucking flower again. How does this keep happening? Damn it! I want to get a flower. I don't even know what occurs. So I've been missing one collectible per level. How do you get the last flower? I know, right? Dude. Prophetic. I do have to, at minimum, get all the yarn pieces so that I can save my buddies. That's kind of fucked up how that's like a collectible. Saving all the Yoshis. Hold on. I want to switch back to Yoshi Prime. The like graphics of the wool is really good, by the way. You can see all the little individual strands. It has that felty yarniness to it. What's the difference between wool and yarn? Whether it comes from sheep, I guess? I don't know. Maybe, like, girth? I, again, love Yoshi sound effects. I like how he turns into a little anvil. Again, losing a little bit of the appeal of the butt bounce, though. I feel like Yoshi doesn't necessarily gain anything by turning into yarn. By having him be yarned-esque here. Still the same gameplay, but some of the, like, typical Yoshi features get lost in the translation, which is a little unfortunate. Fucking wrecked. Also, one of the collectibles is just stickers, which is dumb. Wow. No! Oh, okay, phew. I was like, shit. Snizzity snap. I wonder if the yarn, if the pipe will be turned into yellow or white. Fucking watercolors. Yeah, wow, that's interesting. Based on the color of the yarn that was used. In fact, you also lose the mechanic of the Yoshi eggs changing color when you throw them. That's unfortunate. You're actually, like, losing shit. Gameplay mechanics that are indicative of the Yoshi games by having it be yarn-based. That's a little bit of a bummer when you think about it. I miss the yarn thing, pill, whatever those are called. Where could it be? Where could it have been? Shoot. I have failed to save my buddy. And the future refused to change. Yeah, remember how in Yoshi's story you could, like, throw a Yoshi egg? And, like, have it change from green to yellow to red, and that would make it more powerful or something? Don't have that anymore. It's a shame. It's a damn shame. Knew it. You. It's kind of bullshit that some collectibles are hidden behind the, these, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, piranha plants get carried over from primary Mario games. It's weird how there's like a distinction between which like enemy types are more iconic to whichever spin-off. Nope. Okay. I always thought about that. How come like Waddle Dees never show up in any Mario games? I think there was a Kirby game where Samus showed up as like a background character. Like I think in like Superstar Saga or something like that. She was there in the background during like the boss rush or something like that. On the other hand, it is kind of obvious if you're paying attention where the secret clouds like that would be. Nope, okay. Yeah, just less sexy this way now. With the yarn. How am I supposed to get up there? There we go. I'm so good at video games. Look at it down there, taunting you, daring you to figure out how to get to it. Not that hard. Great, I'm still missing one. And I can't go back. Haha, nice. How does that make sense? How come the Chomp Chomp doesn't get a yarn equivalent? It's just a big ball of gunk. Ugh, missed another flower. Yes! What does that get me? Just a lot of gems, which are completely pointless? What do the gems get you? Man, I didn't get fucking anything this stage. My OCD! What the fuck? Those aren't even yarn! Oh, they're beads. I get it. Oh, fuck you, I was so close. Yeah, what do you get for the gems? That's weird, they're just collectibles for collectibles' sake. I don't care. Oh, is that like a boss? It's a castle, and it's got a flag in it. Okay, let's do that one, and then we'll close out here. Big Montgomery. I mean, having a frog boss who eats you while you fight, it just isn't going to have the same impact when it's made of yarn. Know what I'm saying? Although that didn't stop Paper Mario. Well, that whale wasn't even made of paper though, so it totally broke the theme. Haha. So there's precedent, is all I'm saying. Bring ha! If I could just, like, isolate that sound clip. How do you think that sounds? How would you automatopoeia that? Writing it. I mean... Do you not need to butt pound it? Like, am I overdoing it with the butt pounding? Ah, fuck ass. My first damage taken of the entire video so far. Again, listen to that music. Is there... yeah. Ooh, that's nifty. I cannot eat the fire yarn. Why is the yarn made of fire? Why is the yarn made of fire? Why is the fire also made of yarn? That doesn't even make sense. Oop. Yep. I'm wasting on my big yarns. I mean, I guess that's sort of the equivalent of the changing the egg colors gameplay. But you can't, like, make a yarn bigger just by itself like you could with the egg colors. Stop being a douchebag! Fuck. How are you supposed to be able to do that? Damn it! I need that flower! For no particular reason! Ah, so close. There we go. You fucking asshole, fucking Shy Guys. Think I won't fuck you up? You think I won't? You were mistaken. Oop. Okay, am I missing anything down there? Doesn't appear to be the case. It's a shame you don't get graded based on how many gems you collect, because I am collecting all the gems in every level. Well, I guess you do, kind of, because the stickers are always hidden under a gem. That's appreciated, the help. Also, when you tongued them up and then spit them out, they didn't come out as eggs. They came out as, God damn it, I missed a flower! They came out just as themselves and rolled around, all pathetic and worthless and used up. All freshly mouth-raped as they were. Now they just come out as yarn balls. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm gonna die. I'm sure I missed, like, all the collectibles also on this one. Well, hey, replay value. Well, I'm sure you get a free Yoshi from defeating a boss. Yoshi baby? Yeah, this is just a fucking Yoshi game with yarn. Again, it's just funny to me considering Kirby's Epic Yarn was a brand new game. But with the yarn gimmick. Am I doing this right? Was a brand new game and had Kirby slapped on top of it. Whereas this is just a Yoshi game with the aesthetic of the yarn. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, how am I supposed to beat this thing? I mean, he's got the button on his belly. Do I jump on his head? Okay, I was overthinking it. Dramatically overthinking things. Those don't look made of yarn. That's also a bummer because considering the gems were like your life and you lost your gems when you took damage in Epic Yarn, in this it would be nice if collecting gems gave you health, but it does not. It's a completely arbitrary collector. Yep. Did not do great there. What a shameful display. Angry face hard. Is there a power badge for giving me all the collectibles? So that's Yoshi's Woolly World. It's nice to have a Yoshi game. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. Probably not accurate. Thank you guys for watching.